Artist plus producer duos are really just something in the music industry that is needed. When the chemistry between an artist and a producer is just really good, that is really when the best music is made. But one duo that has really been on my radar is Che and Nate. I've mentioned Nate in previous videos, and one thing that I've always said is that at first I did not like Nate's beats, and this will be due to the reason for his beats really sounding really sporadic. But the more I started hearing his beats, it really just grew on me. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Che has been rapping on only Nate beats for like the past 1 or 2 years. The first time we heard Che on a Nate beat was on a song named Line that he posted on his second SoundCloud. And you can even see that after Nate and Che locked in, Che was only rapping on Nate's beats. From Line all the way up to his song Desi, this will only be the music that we got from Che and Nate on Che's second account. But for the lead up to Che's first ever album, CC, Che dropped a single named Black China that was produced by Nate. And this is the song that really got me into Nate's beats, but not only Nate, into Che's music even more. And then a few months later, Che would drop his first ever album, Closed Captions. And out of all 11 songs that were on this album, Nate produced 10 out of 11. And even in the description of the album on SoundCloud, it says that Nate was executive producer. And I forgot to mention that after Che dropped Black China, right before he dropped Closed Captions, he dropped a single named Fajitas. And yes, you guessed it, it was produced by Nate. And if you still haven't listened to Closed Captions, the best songs on there would have to be Sativa or Question Marks. And ever since Closed Captions did drop, Che has been one of my favorite artists. I say like top 3 right now. And a bit after Closed Captions dropped, Che would take onto his Instagram to preview a song named Bedbug. And after not even knowing who it was produced by, hearing the first like 2 seconds of whenever the beat dropped, I already knew it was produced by Nate just by hearing. Like I already said, Nate has like this really distinctive sound to his beats. And I'm pretty sure like a week or 2 later, Che went ahead and dropped the song. And of course, it said produced by Nate. Now, after this drop, we would now be into the Krueger era.
Yes, sir. What's your next project called?
Freddy Krueger. Probably like just say Krueger, but like replace the K with a C or some shit.
Okay.
Trying to be on like some demon shit.
Che would next, after dropping Bedbugs, take onto his Instagram to preview a song. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard this, I actually thought it was terrible. Matter of fact, I thought it was beyond terrible, because it really just sounded like he was using too much auto-tune or something, and he sounded like an alien. This song is also produced by Nate, but it didn't really sound like anything we heard on Closed Captions. And this is just from the production to the whole sound of the song. And then from here and then forth, Che would literally produce, from what I counted, 10 songs that were all produced by Nate. And this would be up until his next drop. And one song that really caught the eye of a lot of people and became a fan favorite was called Say So. And to be honest, I'd even put myself in one of those a lot of people. Like I already said, Che and Nate just really have good chemistry. So with them working so much together, they just both evolved in their own spots, which this would help them not make some repetitive ass music and release his heavenly snippets. Then going on to October 11th, Che would drop a 2-song EP that will both have production by Nate. And the name of this EP would be called Before Krueger, because he was getting ready to drop an album named Krueger. And then on October 24th, Che would have 4 songs leaked that were all produced by Nate. And even on one of the leaks named 666, he got a cosign from Cemetery, which I thought was crazy. Cemetery even went as far as putting his own verse on the song. And I'm pretty sure Nate is tapped in with Cemetery now, considering the fact that Cemetery literally got the 666 6 beat. And Nate has also been commenting on Cemetery's post. Considering the fact of the type of beats that Nate can make, I really think Cemetery's sound would fit well with that. And then 1 week right after all these leaks came out, Che would finally drop his album, Krueger. This album had 9 songs and will all be produced by him and Nate. If you haven't listened to this album already, I'd recommend you listen to it. There's literally only one miss for me on here, and that's Busan. This album was heavily inspired by Chief Keef's album Dedication. On the same day that he dropped Krueger, he went on live and said that he would be dropping a deluxe soon. And what he specifically said was that he knew that there was some songs on Krueger that we didn't get, that we wanted. So I'm assuming that the deluxe is just going to be a bunch of grills. But other than that, that's really the last update we got on Che dropping music again. So that was Che and Nate, the best duo in the underground, and I'm out.